So if you're new to the channel, I call all my subscribers dragons. Was smoking all my dragons, divine, righteous, almighty, greats, overachieving, never slacking. And I'm back with that Shaman Russian anthem, national anthem review. This time I'm coming back with a review because I did the reaction, and the words. I got someone in the comments, thanks to you beautiful souls in the comments, that really wrote down, the official words for me. What really drove me to do a review was, the comments, beautiful, right? But then there's certain people I see commenting that are saying things to me like, you're supporting I'm unsubscribing, think about what you're doing. And let me make my intentions clear. My intentions is to support the people, right? There's no land, right? No land where corruption hasn't happened that we know of, right? Like when you look at America, when you look at Europe, when you look all over the place, everywhere, corruption is at an all-time high, right? But when I support the people, let me throw y'all into my mind real quick. When I support the people, I think about that kid, right? Let's say Russia, that kid in Russia right now, who has nothing to do with politicians or what corruption may be happening, who's just trying to feed his family. He loves his mother. They just the people who just are good people, right? That's who I support. If you look on the Ukraine side, same thing. If you look in China, Japan, like, I support the people, the everyday people. For me, I don't know anything as far as into, the corruption that people keep, people comment on my channel and say, oh, what are you doing? What are you supporting? I'm about the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't get that, then you don't get me. Like, I'm not going to judge the people for what the media showing me, right? It's like Japan and China. I remember they had their showdown. I mean, everywhere's had like some type of wars. I just feel like this planet is on such a low vibration that Earth is going to cleanse herself because there's too much parasites. Whatever's scoping us from the outside of this planet probably thinks, damn, Earth, they just don't get it yet. That's why they're so easily manipulated. I'm going to go into this, and I definitely got some more talking to do because we're going to talk. And I did a little bit of research as far as Russia and why I have a certain respect for the people of Russia. But let's get into this review.
Россия священная, наша держава, Россия любимая, наша страна, могучая воля, великая слава, твое достояние на все времена. Славься, Отечество, наше свободное, братских народов союз вековой, предками данная, мудрость народная, славься, страна, мы гордимся тобой от южных морей до полярного края. Раскинулись наши леса и поля. Одна ты на свете, одна ты такая, хранимая Богом, родная земля. Славься, Отечество наше свободное, братских народов союз вековой, предками данная, мудрость народная. Славься, страна, мы гордимся тобой. Широкий простор для мечты, для жизни, грядущие нам открывают года. Нам силу дает наша верность отчизне. Так было, так есть и так будет всегда. Славься, Отечество наше свободное, братских народов союз вековой, предками данная, мудрость народная. Славься, страна, мы гордимся тобой.
A house or a lot?
So once again, I was quiet for that, guys, out of respect. I'm not gonna talk through anybody's anthem. You know, I'm gonna show that respect. And once again, you know, that passion, that strong passion was there. And for somebody who left me I pinned it to the top of my last video, the lyrics, you know, Russia is our sacred power. Russia is our beloved country. So when you saying that, our sacred power, you pretty much saying that's where you get your strength from. That's that hidden strength that people can't see, you know, that which is that pride, that you know, like that secret power that keeps you going, you know, that when times are tough. In a sense, look at like the Grinch. When the Grinch, if you remember the movie The Grinch, the Christmas movie, when he was on the top of the cliff, and when he looked over and he looked at Whoville, and he started to really see what he was doing, and his heart grew, you know, and he became stronger, and he ended up saving Whoville from himself. It was Whoville that was his sacred power at that point, that love. So they're saying, you know, Russia, like that's their heart in a sense. That and when the heart grows, that's what gives you strength, because they say never fear someone who has everything to lose, but at the same time, never fear someone who has. They say never fear someone who has nothing to lose. But the only thing more dangerous than that is someone who has everything to lose. So when you say something's your sacred power, that means that's your everything, right? Mighty will, great glory, yours forever. Hail our free fatherland, fraternal peoples, age-old union, ancestors given the wisdom of the people. Hail country, we are proud of you. Representing their ancestors. And one thing I noticed is, you know, any lands that really the strongest lands, the most powerful people are ones who honor their ancestors, or that still honor their ancestors. They end up coming on top, you know. Hail country, we are proud of you. From the southern seas to the polar region, our forests and fields are spread out. You are the only one in the world. One, you are protected by God, native land. Hail our free fatherland. Fraternal peoples, age-old union. Ancestors given the wisdom of the people. Hail country, we are proud of you. Wide scope for dreams and for life. The coming years open to us. Our loyalty to the fatherland gives us strength. So it was, so it is, and so it will always be. Hail our free fatherland, fraternal peoples, aged union, ancestors given the wisdom of the people. Hail country, we are proud of you. Now, every country has their national anthem. So, now to get into, the part I've been waiting for was to really talk about it, right? Which is, for people that are commenting, telling me that I'm, why are you supporting? You do realize your country or where you're from isn't perfect either, right? But when you walk down the street and you look at the everyday people in your own land, do you show them love? Do you when you see people getting bullied, when you see people going through things and you can help them, do you help them? Are you someone who walks past most of the time walking on automation and not even saying anything to people? But you're quick to listen to the media and quick to listen to, and want to go and say and judge every Russian or vice versa, or you get what I'm saying? Like, when I give y'all a little history from what I studied, and why I said I have certain respect for the Russian people, and I found numerous stories, which was, I say so-called black, right? Because at the end of the day, that's, they called us something new every 10 years, Negro, colored, black, you know what I'm saying? But, right here, it says that, the Russians didn't participate in the American slave trade, and they had black heroes that they weren't ashamed of, something that would take hundreds of years for the U.S. to do. You had people like Muhammad Ali bin Said. His last name was Said, right? But he was born Muhammad Ali, which is, it's crazy. Sounds just like the boxer, but his original name was Nicholas Said, and he was the son of an African military leader, sold to Turkish captors after his original buyers learned of his heritage and wanted to release him. In his own words, Said claimed he was too much of the prima donna to either do manual labor for his owners or make. So to make it short, when he got to Russia around the 1840s, he was freed upon entry because Russia did not participate in the African slave trade. So of course, I'm gonna have a certain respect for the people. I'm not saying like I said, when y'all go into governments and y'all go into media and y'all go into politicians, I'm speaking to the people that aren't brainwashed for a second, right? Right here. It's a lot. Like, it's a lot of examples of people who looked like me, my complexion, who went to Russia and found way more freedom than they found in the U.S. Like, when I'm like, I don't want to start. It's just so much I could read right now. And then you had American slavery, the transatlantic slave trade, and then you had Russian serfdom, pretty much their slavery, and they were both freed around the same time, which is crazy to me. They had similar struggles. Whew. You had someone named Shakespearean, his last name. He was an actor from New York. And he never earned the recognition in his United States or Western Europe that his talent deserved because of his skin color. But when he got to Poland and Russia, he got amazing reviews, and in fact, he got rewards for his talent. Like, there's numerous stories, multiple stories, of why. Like, it makes me look at Russia and say, okay, I have respect for the people of Russia. I'm not saying everybody's perfect, because anywhere you go, you're going to find wickedness anywhere. You had people that looked like me that participated in selling their own people. You had, so you had a lot going on. But what I'm saying is, when for example, I found out that I got half of my bloodline traces to Cherokee, right? Native to America, right? When it was Turtle Island, and you had a lot of people that looked like me, copper colored skin, right? If I got a penny right now and showed you, it's copper colored, the copper colored races that they now call black. It was a lot of people, them already on American land. So when all those wars happened and people came over and they slaughtered a lot of these tribes. When I hear the American anthem and I hear I hear certain songs like "This land is your land, this land is my land," and I know the true history, and I look at certain baseball teams that are named that have Indian symbols, and if you go pay attention to it, they're very dark skinned. The symbols for these certain baseball teams. I forgot the one I'm thinking of, American baseball teams. You guys don't think in my heart, I kind of feel like, but that doesn't mean I'm going to look around and judge everybody, because they don't know. That doesn't mean someone's not a good person, but they don't know what may have happened, or their intentions may not be set on what happened in the past. Now, some people's, there's a lot of racism, right? I've dealt with a lot of racism in America. But even as I do my reactions, it seems like the certain countries, certain places outside, they're the ones that's showing the most love. Russia showing love. I'm not about I'm not about being brainwashed, guys. I'm for the people. You can say what you want about this and that, but Russia never, ever dealt with the American slave trade, right? That, for me right there, it makes me look at them different, with a certain respect. But once again, I'm gonna have, like I said, I'm for the people. I'm gonna have respect for the people, and I had ancestors who, because they were copper colored skin, were put on trees, hung on trees, and burnt alive in front of families, in front of kids, and they made postcards about it that you could still buy today if you look it up. You can still buy postcards. You know how many African American towns were flooded out, literally flooded out. Let me give you some history. Central Park in New York City used to be called Seneca Village. That was an African American town. I think you had some Irish, but it was majority African. They lived together. Destroyed. I'm not sitting here judging all Americans and judging. I'm not, and I live on this land. So what I'm saying is, the people, don't judge me for showing love. Now I'm going to end it there, guys. Much love, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day, and just keep spreading that love, man. Just keep spreading that love at the end of the day. Because none of us we're all right and wrong. We're all right and wrong. And when we start to understand that and look at it from a different perspective, we can say, okay, forget what the media is talking about. Forget what our militaries are talking about. When are we as a people going to come together? Because if not, we're always going to get manipulated, and things are just going to get worse. And we don't know who's really benefiting from it, that we can't see from the shadows when people go to war.